Aboriginal Australians are the oldest living culture on Earth. For over 65,000 years, they've lived on this huge continent. Their story shows how strong humans can be and how deeply connected they are to the spiritual world. From the dry deserts to the leafy rainforests, Aboriginal people have shaped the land. When Europeans arrived in 1788, things changed drastically for Aboriginal people. Colonization meant they lost their land, suffered from diseases, and their culture was disrupted. Even with these hardships, Aboriginal people have worked hard to keep their traditions alive. Their story is one of survival and bouncing back. It's a story of sadness and loss, but also of hope and inner strength. It's a story that we need to listen to and understand. Today, Aboriginal Australians continue to share their culture and stories. They're artists, musicians, storytellers, and activists. They are keeping their history alive for kids and grandkids. Let's explore the rich and beautiful world of Aboriginal Australia. For Aboriginal Australians, the land isn't just a place to live. It's a core part of who they are. It's their mother, the one who takes care of them, their spiritual guide. This deep connection is part of everything they do and believe. The land holds their stories, their history, who they are. It's where their ancestors walked and where their spirits live. Every rock, every tree, every watering hole is deeply spiritual. Aboriginal people have taken care of this land for thousands of years. They really understand how it works, its seasons and changes. Their traditional knowledge shows just how close they are to the environment. This connection to the land isn't just in the past. It's still a big part of Aboriginal lives today. It guides their art, their music, their ceremonies, and their fight for fairness. Dreamtime stories are super important to Aboriginal culture. They're not just made-up stories or legends. They're a complex way of understanding knowledge, law, and what they believe. These stories explain how the world began, how people and animals are connected, and why it's important to live peacefully with nature. Told out loud for generations, Dreamtime stories connect Aboriginal people to their ancestors and to the land. Each story has important lessons about being good, taking responsibility, and being respectful. The characters in Dreamtime stories are often ancient beings who shaped the land and the animals. They teach about what happens when we do things, and how important it is to live in balance with nature. These stories aren't just about the past. They still influence Aboriginal law, spirituality, and social customs. Understanding Dreamtime stories helps us appreciate how deep and complex Aboriginal culture really is. Aboriginal culture is alive and full of different ways of doing things, expressed through art, music, dance, and storytelling. These traditions have been around for thousands of years, passed down through many families. Aboriginal art is famous for its detailed designs and the special meanings behind them. From ancient rock art to modern paintings, it tells stories of the land, the dreaming, and everyday life. Music and dance are really important in ceremonies and celebrations. The didgeridoo, a wind instrument, makes amazing sounds that seem to come from the land itself. Even though colonization was hard, Aboriginal people have worked tirelessly to keep their culture safe. Their strength is an inspiration to everyone.